It's October the 7th. Autumn is pushing away the heat of summer. Friday night, looks like it's time for football in Texas. Hi, I'm Jeff McCoy. Welcome to Texas Passions. It's Texas OU weekend. That always means a big road trip to the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Tomorrow, the Longhorns will be taking on the evil Red Empire of the North in the Red River rivalry, Red River shootout, whatever they call it this week. But that's tomorrow. Tonight, I'm at Max Goldsmith Stadium in Lewisville, Texas. Lewisville Farmers will be taking on the Southlake Carroll Dragons. The host team is coached by Greg Miller. They enter tonight's game with a 3-2 record. They're 1-1 in district play. Hal Wasson leads the Dragons into tonight's game. They've got an overall record of 4-1, and they're undefeated in district play. They're currently ranked number 11 by the Associated Press and number 7 by Dave Campbell's Football. These two teams are in the same district, so this should be a good one. It's currently about 66 degrees. Some wind out of the north. Clouds overhead. It's been raining earlier today, so we'll see if weather ends up being a factor for this game. As I came into the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I stopped off in Fort Worth earlier today for some barbecue. While the teams get ready for the opening kickoff, let me show you about it.
I had heard about Heim BBQ from a lady I used to work with. Thanks, Janine. And from Armando at Miller's Smokehouse in Belton. Since I was going to be in the Dallas-Fort Worth area anyway, I figured I would stop by and give them a try. I'm very glad that I did. Travis and Emma Heim had been serving delicious barbecue from a food truck before they moved into their brick and mortar restaurant at 1109 West Magnolia Avenue in Fort Worth. While the restaurant only recently opened, it was obvious they've spent considerable time and effort learning the barbecue smoking craft. The moist brisket had a deep smoky flavor and was tremendous. The pork ribs were meaty and juicy with just a bit of a sweet glaze. The sweet sauce was a great compliment to the meat. Oh, it was good. When I finished eating, I had a chance to meet and talk with Travis. He was kind enough to take me out back to the large cooking shed. Instead of a large welded tank pit that some places use, such as Miller's Smokehouse, see episode 5, Heim uses large commercial smokers. Each has an electric rotisserie inside, so the racks of meat rotate through the smoke during the long cook. They burn a combination of oak, white, post, and sometimes red to create that smoke that is cooked into their meat. Heim BBQ opens at 11 a.m. and serves barbecue until they run out. I'd gotten there about 10:40 and walked around. There was no line waiting to get in. Just before 11, a short line had formed, but it moved quickly. As word spreads about how good their barbecue is, that line is only going to grow longer. No telling how good their barbecue will get as they gain more experience. I think Travis and Emma Heim are sitting on a gold mine.
This barbecue gets my highest rating, 2 hook'ems. Lewisville started from their own 25-yard line. Kyle Smith picked up 21 yards on a wide receiver sweep. Quarterback Jarvis Brooks found Tyrell Shavers on the sideline for a big gain to the Dragons' 29. Facing 4th and 7, Brooks found Shavers over the middle for a critical first down on the Dragons' 11. Brooks picked up 5 on a quarterback keeper. Then connected with Shavers again, this time in the corner of the end zone. The extra point gave the Farmers a 7-0 lead with 10:02 to play in the first quarter. The teams traded possessions. After a short Lewisville punt into the wind,
Southlake started from the Farmers' 48. Quarterback Mason Holmes threw a dart to Cade Bell on a slant pattern over the middle for a big first down. After a run of 4 yards, Holmes threw a wide receiver screen to Jackson Davis for a big gain to the Farmer 15. The Lewisville defense was burned on a reverse as Robert Barnes scooted into the end zone. The extra point tied the score at 7 with 6:17 on the first quarter clock. The two teams traded possessions. Lewisville began a drive from their own 11 as the second quarter started. On 3rd and 18, Brooks' pass was dropped, but it was ruled a fumble by the referees. Southlake recovered and took possession at the Farmer 10. 2 plays later, Holmes found Jack Johansson in the back of the end zone for a quick touchdown strike. The extra point put the Dragons up 14-7. Lewisville picked up a few first downs the next time they had their ball, but their drive stalled and they were forced to punt. After Audric Gaines picked up 9, Holmes faked to Gaines, then took off around the right end for a huge gain. Holmes then tossed to Clayton Keys in the front corner of the end zone. The extra point made it 21-7. The Farmers could not pick up a first down and were forced to punt. Southlake took possession on their 16-yard line. After Holmes scrambled for 9 yards, Gaines ripped off a big run to the Farmer 49. Robert Sledge picked up 2 yards on 4th and 1 to keep the chains moving. On 3rd and 7 from the 35, Holmes threw deep to Barnes for another score. The half ended with the Dragons comfortably ahead, 28-7. It was more of the same in the second half, all Dragons all the time. Gaines scored on a 43-yard run down the left sideline early in the third quarter. And Holmes hit Barnes on a quick 5-yard slant for another touchdown that made it 42-7. The Farmers started to drive late in the third quarter. Brooks connected with Smith for a 41-yard gain. He had a receiver open for a touchdown, but he waited too long to get the pass off, and it was intercepted on the 3.
The night was over for the Southlake starters. Backup quarterback Will Bowers marched the Dragons downfield once again on a 97-yard drive against a worn-out Farmer defense. The score made it 49-7. He threw only a single pass on the drive, and it went incomplete. The Farmers couldn't answer, and the game ended with a 49-7 Southlake victory. Mason Holmes threw to 6 different Dragon receivers as he went 20 out of 28 for 223 yards and 4 touchdowns. Audric Gaines carried the ball 15 times for 125 yards and 1 touchdown. Robert Barnes ran for 1 and caught 2 touchdown passes. The Dragon offense racked up 565 yards of total offense. Their defense was just as good. They limited the Farmers to a total of 192 yards of offense. There's a Cane's Chicken Fingers restaurant right next to the stadium. As one of the sponsors of the Lewisville Farmers, they had a special promotion for the game, a free combo meal if the two teams totaled more than 48 points. When Southlake scored to make it 42-7, many of the Farmer faithful headed for the exits. Their team may have lost, but they could take consolation that they could get free chicken fingers that weekend.
Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.